Happy Telling Tuesday! I hope you've had a great week and have been enjoying summer. I certainly have. Broken toe and hot weather and all. I am not going to complain because I know that the hot weather is not going to last. And before we know it, the cool weather will be upon us again. So we stay cool and get wet, I guess, right? And I have been enjoying working on this week's story. The fable that this week's story is inspired by is The Farmer and the Viper. And the creative spark that I am showing today is ask a question that shapes the story. Try it yourself. Take a story and ask a certain question about it and see where that question or the answer leads you. The question that I asked as I read this story was, would you do it again? So here is my version of this story. A farmer was walking across a field with his companion, his grandson. The ground beneath their feet was rock solid, hard and cold as ice. It was the middle of winter. This was not the time for the farmer to be working the soil. He spent a lot of time inside, repairing machinery and preparing seeds for the coming warmth. And as they walked, they found in their path a snake. As they got closer, the snake did not move because, not being in his hole, the snake was half frozen to death. Taking pity on that animal, the farmer picked up the long, skinny body, coiled it up, and put it inside his coat to get some warmth. As they continued walking, it became apparent that the snake's blood was warming up. It began to wriggle and writhe, and without any warning, the snake bit the farmer. And he fell to the ground. The snake slithered away, and terrified, the young boy ran for help. Before too long, the old man was lying pale-faced in his bed with his family surrounding him, wondering if he would survive. The young grandson sat by the man's bed holding his hand, and he called out, "I'm never going to be nice to animals again if that's the way they treat my grandpa for being kind." Of course, everyone was a little taken aback by his comment. But the old man in the bed, though he was weak, he turned to his grandson and he said, "Oh no, my son, that is not our way. If I had a do-over, I'd do it again. Kindness is always the answer. If it's not rewarded in this life, it will be in the next." They could tell that the boy was thinking about grandfather's words, trying to decide if he believed him or not. And you might imagine that he would grow up to be a snake terrorizer. But oh no. The boy followed in his grandfather's footsteps, literally, because after a time, grandfather's strength returned to him. And when winter months came and the boy happened upon a snake, half frozen, there in the field, well, he laid his jacket down on the snake and went to get a new one for himself. For you see, he can listen to his grandpa, and he can also learn from his mistakes. I hope that helps you think of a kindness you've seen done in your life, and that it inspires you to show another kindness. I hope you have a fabulous week and you listen to some good stories. tell some good stories, and ask some good questions. I'll see you next time.